This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News.
From the Texas News Brief, lulled to sleep by the humming of the Texas-bound charter bus following a trip to Disney World. Members of a high school band were jarred awake before dawn Tuesday when the rig ran off a highway and plunged into a deep ravine. One person died, driver Harry Colligan, and about 36 others were hurt, 6 seriously. Interstate 10 closed for hours where the accident occurred between Mobile, Alabama and Pensacola, Florida. Survivors from the Channelview High School in Metro Houston described being asleep one moment and tumbling through the air the next. A student told KTRK-TV by telephone he awoke to hear the band director repeatedly saying, "Harry, Harry," the bus driver's name, before the bus hit a series of bumps followed by one huge bump. From the Texas legal file, a federal appeals court Tuesday upheld the majority of Senate Bill 4, Texas crackdown on sanctuary cities, in a victory for the Trump administration. The ruling by a 3-judge panel of the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans allows Texas to enforce what critics call the toughest state-level immigration measure since Arizona passed what critics called a show-me-your-papers law in 2010. At the time, the law provoked boycotts and calls for boycotts of Arizona and its businesses. The Texas law now allows police officers to ask people during routine stops whether they're in the U.S. legally. From the school safety file, the national debate about guns reignited February 14th when a 19-year-old opened fire at a Parkland, Florida high school in an attack that left 17 people dead. Amid the grief, many people renewed calls for stricter gun control laws and more thorough background checks. What is Texas doing to address its school safety? Some top Texas officials have discussed steps the state could take. U.S. Senator John Cornyn and Governor Greg Abbott also pushed to revamp the national background check system for purchasing firearms. Abbott also wrote in a letter to the Texas Education Agency outlining steps state education leaders should take to prevent similar tragedies. A recent University of Texas Tribune poll showed that Texas voters overwhelmingly support mental and criminal background checks on all gun purchases in the United States, including gun shows and private sales.
This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.